What's up, Facebook Live, Instagram Live? Nice to see you all. Hopefully you're having an amazing morning, evening, afternoon, wherever in the world it is you're tuning in from. As you are tuning in, I would love to know, number one, where you're tuning in from. Number two, love to know three things you're grateful for. Let's see. My beautiful wife has joined. What is up, friends from the UK, Honest? Let's see. Lots of friends joining in. Welcome back. Heyo. Now, as you're tuning in, love to know, again, one thing, or number one, where you're tuning in from. Number two, love to know three things you're grateful for. Good day, good all. Today, we are on day number 79 of our 100-day personal performance and business growth challenge. Now, on this day, the topic that we're talking about is finding a career that you love. And so our first little survey here, let me see if I can do this on here. Can I ask it? No. Well, our first little survey that I'm going to throw into the comment section, a little chit chat for all you guys out there. I'd love to know how many of you absolutely wake up every single morning and pinch yourself because you love so much what it is that you do for work, your career, your mission, your path, your journey that you're on each day. How many of you wake up every morning and love it? Like you live for it, you love it. Every ounce of your being is thrilled to get up and have another opportunity to do this again. How many of you live for what you do? You love what you do. How many of you, on the weekends when you're supposed to be relaxing, the only thing you want to do is the thing you call work? Meaning when you sit down and go, and let me give you an example. I remember I took a trip and I was in Fiji by myself. And when I was in Fiji, I decided to shut it all off, to relax, to refuel, to rejuvenate myself. So I went down to the lounge chair and I said, I'm just going to make myself relax. Just let it all go. Just turn it off and be totally present, to hear the ocean sounds, to hear the waves. And for the first couple hours, it was blissful. I was listening to the ocean crash. I was watching the butterflies fly by, listening to the birds tweet, and every part of my body was just enjoying the just presence of life in that moment, enjoying a breath of fresh air, you might say, enjoying just being alive. And 2 hours went by, 3 hours went by, and after a while, it was just getting relaxing and it was peaceful and it was calming. And I kept staying out there. I'm like, don't do it. Don't let yourself just run to something to distract yourself. Just stay present, stay here. So I did it, kept staying there, kept staying present, kept staying there, kept staying present. And then all of a sudden at one point, I remember I was completely blissed out, completely relaxed. And I said, okay, I found my center. I found my peace. I found my calm. And I started listening very closely to when I found my calm, when I found my center, what was it that it wanted to do? What was that inner guide? What was my intuition? What was my heart calling for? What was it that it was just kind of a deep question. It's like, what was my DNA made to do? And sometimes you have to get really quiet to hear that calling. Sometimes you have to disconnect from everything around you, all the distractions, and just feel it. And I remember I was listening for it and I was feeling, and I was like, what do I want to do? If I could do anything, like at this moment, I could literally do anything. What would I want to do? What would I pay to go do right now? Like, what's so exciting to me that I would pay to go take part in it? What am I curious about? What things naturally excite me or call to me, make me feel alive, make me feel it would make me feel so grateful. What things, if those were the only things I had a chance to do today, I would be wildly grateful for the opportunity. If knock on wood, nothing happens, but if by chance that was my last day and that's all I got to partake in, that's all I got to do, That's what I got to leave behind to the world around me. What would it be? What would be that thing? And, the stuff that makes my blood turn, gets my heart pumping, gets me a little excited, might be different than what does it for you. But I'm going to ask in the comment section, what is it that makes you feel most alive? What is it that makes you feel proud to do it every day? What is it that, brings your soul to life? It elevates who you are and brings the best of you to the world around you. What is it in your world? Now, I pray and I hope that you get to call that your job. You get to call that your work. You get to call that your profession. I'm sorry to say that most people don't. It's a bummer. David says, having fun with my daughter. That's beautiful. What is it? For all of you who are watching this, I see the number ticking up there on both here, Facebook and Instagram. I see you guys. What is it that makes you feel alive? Paul? Oh, it's Gina. She says, my struggle is making that become reality. What is it, Gina? What is the thing that brings you to life? What's that thing that makes you feel totally alive? What is the career path, the job, the passion, the purpose? What is that thing? That's what today is about. How do you find that? Number one, you got to get quiet. You got to get space. You got to go take a hike in the woods and sit down and just listen to a stream. Michelle says, giving love. Talking to people, helping them with writing their stories. Simona says. Helping others, Corey says. What is it for you? What's the thing that makes you feel most alive? What's the thing that when you look back, you're most proud that you took part in, you participated in, you really went out and did something? For me, it's always been volunteering, helping people. What lights me up and makes me feel alive is helping others through their journey. Beautiful. And so as you look at these pieces and you look at the things that make you feel most alive, let's see, interacting with the residents we perform for, beautiful. What is that thing for you? Interacting with residents. And as you look for these pieces that make you feel alive, the question is, have you taken the leap? Lighting people up, staying present, and honoring the people in my life. Have you taken the leap? Have you found the courage to turn that into your career path? To turn that into what you get to call work every day? Have you turned your passion into the something you get to do every single day? Now, it doesn't have to be the thing you trade for money, but is it something that you do every single day? Because I know a lot of people who take this precious thing they love, who take this precious thing that's so miraculous in their world, and they take it and they just stuff it in a little box and put it over here and say, someday I'll do that. Someday I'll go try it. Someday I'll make that happen. And what we don't realize is life is short, man. Life is so short. I was just watching this beautiful video of this man who had carried a poem around that he read that just lit him up and made him feel alive. And he met this human who wrote the poem, and they fell deeply in love, and they went and got married. And so many days later, this person just woke up, fainted, had a bad accident, got rushed to the hospital, and it turns out that they had cancer and they were dying. And so many weeks later, literally, this person was gone. And I was like, wow, to love another human being with all of your soul, to love another human being with all of your heart, all of your might, every ounce of your being. There's so many people who have the opportunity to live life and love life that much. And instead of love, I mean, could you imagine if that man held back his love for this human that he just met? Could you imagine if that man didn't give every ounce of his heart and soul to this person? How much regret he would feel, how much frustration he would have, how much that would haunt him for the rest of his life, knowing he could have given this human being all of his heart and soul in the moment that he had the opportunity to. But instead, he came up with some reason, some fear, some belief, some story why he couldn't, why he was afraid to, why it wasn't ready, why now wasn't the time. Man, I'd hate to live with that kind of regret or pain or frustration in my life. And the truth is, most people are living with that and not even knowing it. Most people, deep down inside, they know what they want to do. They know what they were made for, and they're just scared to go for it. And I hope to God, I pray that you don't wake up one day and find out it's the last day and go, oh, shucks, I could have done something about it. Oh, shoot, I wish I would have, wish I could have. That was my chance. I hope I could speak some courage into you. I hope I could share some faith for you and say a prayer even for you, just to hopefully ignite you to say, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to find a way, make a way, create a way, design a way. I think the ultimate resource, something I was taught very young, is resourcefulness, creativity. It's pouring your love, your passion, your joy, your creativeness, and saying, how can I figure out a way to make this happen? You know, how can I build the way, make a way, design a way, create a way? Who can I partner with to help me get there? What can I do right now to take one step closer to making this my reality? And if every day you apply a part of your heart, a part of your soul, and you develop your creativity and you really create and cultivate the ability to dig deep inside of yourself, you'll find a way to make progress. And if you don't let people talk you out of it, if you don't let yourself get scared and back down, if you don't let anything really prevent you from giving your all, you start to make progress towards it. And you look back, when you talk to people who are doing something they love, they have a special spark about them. They have a special aliveness. They have a special glow. It's just like you look at them and like, what do you do? Who are you? I want some of that. I want to feel that way. And going back to that beach when I was lying there, I remember the only thing I wanted to do is find a way to make a positive difference in other people's lives. And the fun part was I could do it right there. I could make someone smile. I could tell someone they look good today. I could give them a high five. And I scratched my head. I'm like, how in the world could I turn that into a business? Because I'd love to get paid to do something that makes me feel so damn alive every day. Sharing love, sharing inspiration, sharing strategy and insight to help people be their absolute best in all that they're doing. I'm like, that would be a very, very cool thing to turn into a business, to turn into, an opportunity to call that a career path. And I'm blessed. A lot of people say, what's it like following your father's footsteps? And I said, I don't know. I never followed in his footsteps. Believe it or not, silly as it sounds, I sat down, I got really quiet, and I listened to what it is that my heart was called to do. And I followed that path. Now, that it happened to have a similar vibe as what my dad does, of course, he loves helping people. He loves making a difference in people's lives. We happen to have the same love for humanity, the same love for other humans. Not everyone does. We happen to share that. My mom has the same passion for people. I got it from both sides, and that poured into me. I saw the way they help people. I saw the way they connect with people. I saw the way they talk with people. I'm like, man, I love that. How could that be my career? Because they had to go to work every day and then come back and do this on the side. And I was like, nah, I want to do this all day. So I started off in the non-for-profit world. And over time, I found a way to found a path called coaching, which allows me to help people all day long. 100% of my focus all day long is helping my clients. I have a list of 20 people I work with at any given time, and it's focusing on helping them be happier, be healthier, be stronger, be more fulfilled, helping them have better relationships, helping them get stronger, helping them grow their businesses, helping them go help other people. And it's like, all I get to do is help people, and I get to call that my job. It's fucking cool. And so I don't know what it is for you. I've seen lots of stuff, sharing love. I've seen, helping people, inspiring others. I've seen, making people feel good, connecting with the people we do business with. I've seen lots of stuff in the comment section here. All I ask and I hope is you take time to write down each day and get quiet, get in a quiet place and listen to what it is that calls to you, what it is you feel compelled to be a part of or compelled to do, and do something about it. Do something about it. Don't wait. Don't wait 10 years until you make enough money and then you're going to try. People say that, I'm going to travel. I'm going to travel someday. And they work and work and work and work and work. And they finally have enough money to travel and they're exhausted from all those years of working. They don't have the life to go see the world in the same way. It's bananas. Instead, make it a point to just go for it. Figure it out. Today's the day. Just make a decision. What can you do to be even more aligned in your passion, your purpose, your joy, the things that call to you and make you feel more alive? What can you do to be 10% closer to doing that as your career every day? And you don't have to do it for the thing that you trade money for. You can make money doing something else. That's fine. There's tons of ways to make money. We have a few other businesses that makes tons of money, and those are great. But our passion, our joy, our purpose, the things we love to do, I hope you get to call that your job every day. Job by meaning that's where you get to focus the majority of your time. That's where you get to focus the majority of your thoughts and your energy and your purpose and your passion to really do something that brings you to life. I love meeting. I met a guy yesterday. He was this corporate real estate guy. And when he talked about real estate, he's like, oh yeah, we've done really well. We've done this, we've done that. And I'm like, what do you love? What are you passionate about? And he says, man, I went to this event and I got tuned into this like deep healing work. And I've never felt more alive in my life. I'm taking this group of people to the pyramids in Egypt to use the energy there to tap into a deeper part of their soul. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I like your business stuff where you've sold $4 billion in real estate. It sounds so boring, but it's amazing to hear when someone taps into that level of aliveness. And I hope that's you. I hope you get to tap into that level of aliveness. So, my challenge to you from today's topic is, what is a career you love? And write down what's everything you love, and write down what things are you good at. And then write down, what does the world need more of right now? And write down, what are they willing to pay for? And if you combine those four, you'll see some magic happen. You might see an opportunity that calls to you that you can get paid to do what you love. Mine is coaching. That's why we created Performance Coach University, to give people the opportunity that if they love helping people, if they love coaching people and doing these things, they can join us and get certified in how to be a coach. Because I wanted that, make that opportunity available, something I've been doing for 16 years now, to other amazing humans who might call that their career path or their ability to earn by helping others all day long. Performance Coach University. But there's so many things you can do, so many options. But please, please, please make today the day that if you look back on 20 years from now, you said, that's the day I made a decision to finally start doing what I love every day, to finally start living true to my calling, to finally start going for it. Please make today that day. Make this moment count. Make a decision from here. Just literally write it down and say, from now on, this is what I'm going to do. And find a way to make it happen. Find a way to make it real. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 80. Holy smokes. Day number 80 of our 100-day personal performance and business growth challenge. God bless. See y'all soon.